When you were younger, how long did you spend playing the same game and grinding it? Did you ever feel bored during that time? Most likely you said no, and that is no longer the case in modern gaming. So many issues plague games now that ruin them, and that's what I'm here to talk about in this video. All the things currently ruining games, and maybe the solution. First off, video games can be incredibly rewarding. They trigger the release of dopamine, a neurotransmitter that makes us feel good. This can usually also come from a bunch of other stuff, such as connecting with others. And this creates a cycle. We play, we get dopamine, and we want to keep playing. Although that sounds good, video games nowadays are competing for who can release the most dopamine. Commonly, we can see this in the sound effects, like walking around and the gunshot noises, and using high graphics to create pleasing atmosphere that is visually appealing to us. This creates a reliance on video games as a source of dopamine, which is unnatural. And at the rate video games are using dopamine, it probably can be considered dangerous. You should be collecting it offline by talking with friends and family and enjoying unique experiences. And we can thank one thing for this: social media. The invention of short form content and sites such as TikTok and Instagram have degraded it highly. And in a section coming up, it also relates there. Games nowadays, too, are very prone to using microtransactions, which are small purchases you make within the game to get things like new characters or a boost above other players. If you're constantly feeling like you need to spend money to have fun, it can take away from the enjoyment of the game itself. Nowadays, I think everybody can name a game that they've played where they've spent money on microtransactions, because every game is trying to cram some in. Be it Halo, Fortnite, Call of Duty, Helldivers, but a little bit more casually, Roblox, and even Minecraft at this point. The corporate greed leaking into these games is ruining them from the inside, like the rotting core of an apple. It's slowly corrupting the games that people have begun to love or have loved for years. And now it's just gets into everything. It's gotten to the point where some single player games have microtransactions in them. And there's more video games out there than ever before. This can be amazing, but it also can make it hard to focus on any one game for too long. Our attention spans are constantly bombarded with new options, making it difficult to get truly invested in a single game anymore. As well, social media and short-form content has made it so without the previously mentioned overboard dopamine loop, we get bored and leave for something else that'll satisfy us and feel fun. It's a big reason why games aren't fun for many people anymore. Because a lot of the time, people have second things up. Like, I know one of my friends sometimes play games with like YouTube up on a side monitor. Like, back in the day, that would probably be like unthinkable to try to multitask that. But nowadays, it's kind of the standard. It's kind of expected people have it. Most people have their phone right by them, so when they die in a game, they don't spectate, they just hop right on to short form content and start scrolling. Video games are a great way to relax, have fun, and connect with friends. But if you're not feeling the enjoyment anymore, it's important to take a step back and ask yourself why. By understanding the factors that can affect how much fun you have, you can find ways to get back to enjoying your favorite hobby and attempting to communicate to others and the big CEOs who are mostly responsible for things like the heavy monetization and in-app purchases within games, what and why they need to change the industry standard. I've been Galaxy Nova. Thanks for watching this short video. If you enjoy this, I have a bunch of other videos that are analyses, and I'll see you in the next one.